I checked out downtown Dallas on my way into Dallas to play some music at the open mic at Poor David's Pub. The main area of downtown Dallas is designated as a historic district, and it's about 1.5 square miles big. So there are many blocks across downtown Dallas where you can walk around and see what it is and what it's about. Essentially, it spans across 3 main streets. The first one and the biggest one is the Main Street District, which is actually called Main Street. And the other 2 areas where you can walk around are Elm Street and Commerce Street. Around these areas, you can find a lot of skyscrapers that make up the Dallas skyline, as well as historic hotels and banks and retailers and restaurants and some entertainment places around this area as well. This was really my first chance stopping and really appreciating downtown Dallas, and I admit that there was more culture here than I had initially thought. It was pretty walkable, so I did enjoy walking around and seeing this historic architecture and the old historic buildings that are all around here. A lot of times it's hard to feel real city and cultural vibes around Dallas, but when you pop into some of these places and grab some food or some drink, you can get a sense of the people who live and work here and a sense for what their life might be and how they know each other and have a real little community and scene here. So downtown Dallas is somewhat of a city center with the sense that people can come here for entertainment or a nightlife destination, although there's less of a neighborhood or entertainment feel here than places like Deep Ellum or the Bishop Arts District or the Lower Greenville neighborhood of Dallas. It's a bit more hip here in downtown Dallas, kind of like the uptown Dallas area, which is just up from here. But in addition to being a city center that's somewhat vibrant and popular and interesting, there is a lot of business here, so a lot of people here are dressed nice for work. Maybe they live here and they can work here, walking to grab drinks and finding food. So there's less of a family vibe here and more of a career person kind of vibe. The footage that I've been showing here is from a walk along those historic streets from the historic Main Street as well as those 2 neighboring streets, Elm Street and Commerce Street. In addition to the historic buildings and interesting architecture, you can also find one of the notable Dallas tourist things to see, which is the giant eyeball. It's a very big, eye-catching eyeball in the middle of a park. You might have seen it on Instagram already. And I had a chance to walk even further around this area to check out some of the historic things. One of them, not far from here, is the Pegasus Statue Historic Landmark. This is a flying red horse that's the city's unofficial mascot, and it goes along with the city's nickname, which is Pegasus City. This is an iconic symbol from Dallas history and represents Dallas pride, and it originally sat on top of the Magnolia Oil Company building back in 1934. From there, you can spot out another Dallas landmark that you see, especially driving in, which is the Ball. This is more formally known as the Reunion Tower with that geodesic sphere design up top and an observation deck where you can look out 360 degrees across the city with a restaurant inside too. Near there is the Old Red Courthouse, which was originally a log structure, actually many log structures that had burned down in the mid-1800s. And then this courthouse building was built in the late 1800s with red sandstone and rusticated marble accents. So it's a big part of Dallas history. On the lawn in front of the courthouse, you can find the JFK Memorial Plaza. It's a monument made to JFK in 1970. Not far from there is Dealy Plaza, which was an important gathering space for the people of Dallas all the way back to the mid-1800s. But it's better known today as the place where JFK was assassinated. They have a white X on the road at the spot where he was shot in his motorcade. In terms of culture and other interesting social places for gathering, one of the popular spots is the AT&T Discovery District. People do hang out here, and they've got a fountain and a sculpture and a big screen with an interesting display. They've got a lot of AstroTurf and public seating and popular restaurants, and even a bunch of people were working out there while I was hanging out there. They do have watch parties here for sporting events, and they have other entertainment, including local music. One of the other spots around here that features local music is called Rodeo Bar. Every Friday and Saturday night in their back room, they've got a rotating list of musicians from Western, rock and roll, and more. They say it goes from 10 p.m. until 1 in the morning. So that's a look of what it looks like to walk around downtown Dallas and see some of the interesting things around there. Later on in the day, I made it out to Poor David's Pub, which is not too far from downtown Dallas, where Rob Case hosts an open mic. I had a good time playing there before heading back on the highway into Fort Worth.
What the future holds, I don't know, but I'm taking you with me wherever I go. What the future holds, this much is true. You're looking at me and I'm looking back at you. Back at you.
Thanks for checking out this video. I'm posting all about touring around Texas and the music scene of Texas, including my own songs on this YouTube channel. Check out the videos that pop up on the screen here if you want to watch some more. Or you could click on my channel and check out those thumbnails and see which of those topics are interesting. Give those videos a view, and thank you for giving this video a view.